Hey folks, it's Dave back here in Studio B. Gonna play a little bit of basketball here tonight again. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna play maybe the first quarter. I don't think I'll get through the first half. I'm gonna play the first quarter, and the idea being that I'm gonna go watch the basketball game tonight. It just comes on in I don't know, a little over an hour or something like that. So I think it'll give me time to play a quarter and just kind of have some fun with it. And then I'll just leave it here on the table, and I'll come back to it at some point, right? All right, let me just get my running out of space here on my table. Just going to get the chat room set up, and we should be good to go. And I think we are. I think we're all set. Hopefully I look good and I sound good. Or at least I sound good, right? That's really what I want to do. All right, so this is actually going to be Game 3, LA at Seattle. That's what we're doing here. And this was first round Game 3 in which Seattle won. And Seattle would take the series 2-1. So why I'm playing this one here is because I just started to unbox my 78 season and round the corners, if you will. So I've done a lot of corner rounding today. I got up real early. The wife head out early to go do some stuff, and I says, okay, I'm going to do some corner rounding. So I did some corner rounding today, and I still got to figure out my storage situation. It's kind of a mess right now, unfortunately. My storage situation is just a mess, and I'm going to Colorado this week, so I will not have any time whatsoever to try to fix it. So this is going to be a mess over here. Luckily, you guys won't be seeing the mess behind me, but it is messy. Let me just make sure that we are going here. Okay, I think it looks all right, so we're going to go with it. All right. So, again, this is the Game 3 that I'm playing here with the as-played lineup. I don't have many subs here. I only got 3 for over here for the Lakers and only 3 here for Seattle. So we're going to hopefully we won't get any foul trouble here. I also picked this game here because there's no three-point shots in this game. I really want to see if I can get this game moving without checking for threes. Now, I did pick up the newer season, too, so I will have 3 points as well. So, and I'm also going to be using my new thing here. You can't see it. It's off to the side, but my new maybe I could show it to you. Can I get it up here? Yeah, see my little 3-button thing here? So I'm using this tonight to hit my, so if you watch this, if I can kind of do it here. Where's my camera here? So if I just hit that, you see how it's spinning my ball roller? That is so awesome. Because I had to use my mouse, but with the iPad over here, there's not a lot of room over here on the table. So I said, I wonder if they make something like this that I can just kind of press a button and flip this around. And it works because my keyboard has F9, but as I said in the video, you need to hit the function button and F9 because it's a wireless Bluetooth, and for some reason either I'm not set it up right or it doesn't work, but you have to really kind of, hit 2 buttons to make that work. So this here is boop, 1 button, ready to go. And it works really good with Excel too, because I have some of the Excel games with F9 as your dice roll, and so it works really nice there as well. So that's kind of a 2-for-1 type of thing here. I think it was like $16 or something like that. I was pretty happy with that. Hi, Barbara. Hopefully the weather's okay over there. It was 90 degrees here today. We went outside. We got something to eat, and we sweated. We were sweating, so we come home into the AC. Now I'm downstairs in the AC down here. And we're going to play some basketball tonight before the basketball game. So I better shut up and stop playing because the game's on in about an hour and a half, and I would like to kind of sit and watch it tonight. I watched the last Stanley Cup final, so I might as well watch the last basketball final. All right, so we're going to go with a jump ball here, and it's going to go to the away team. Okay, so Lakers will start with the ball, and here we go. Let's see if I remember how to play this game. I should. I've been playing a ton of it, right? Oh, let me get rid of this right here. I'll just slide that back in somewhere, and here we go. It's 95, and it's the humidity. Yeah, it's been bad rain. Oh, man. I think Vinny said he had some rain today. Over here, we haven't had the rain. It's just been hot, and it's still a little overcast, but it's been brutal. I know Ron hasn't broadcasted because it's been so hot up in his neck of the woods, and he's up by the Arctic border. Who's this guy? Who's this new guy, Michael? This new guy, Michael. You know, you must be new around here because I haven't seen you in forever, 12 hours from now, you'll be in the air. Yeah, I'm heading out on Thursday, so I got 4 days, and I'm heading out too, so I will see you out there. I don't know what I'm bringing for games. I just packed up my little suitcase here, my little bag. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to check anything. So right now, I just have clothes in there. I'm not bringing anything. So, and Jim comes by. Hi, Jim. Thank you for coming by. I was going to play some Bankshot here tonight. As you can tell, I really like this game. And who was it? Somebody put on the Digital to Dice Facebook page, it says, is Dave playing this because, he's just kind of new into the basketball thing, or is it something else? I think it kind of is. I've been looking for a good long play basketball game, and I have one on the PC that I kind of like, but I couldn't show it off because it does a lot of jumping around from the cards. They pop up and they pop down, and it makes it a tough watch. PC replay basketball is fun, but I wanted one on the tabletop, and I tried a few. This is just the one I kind of settled on. I don't know what it is. It just works for me, and I've had a lot of fun with it. So I grabbed a whole bunch more seasons for Joe shut down again so he could go to Colorado. So I'm looking forward to talking to Joe. If you got any questions for Joe, let me know, and I'll ask him while I'm out there if he'll sit down with me. Hopefully he will. Scott says he's going to be in Denver on Wednesday. I'll be there on Thursday. I think I do have a ride from the hotel. From the airport to the hotel. Then I'm only going to sweat out getting back to the airport. That's what I'm really nervous about, And Mike is, he might bring high leverage baseball. I'd like to take another look at that because I haven't really played that yet. All right, so here we go. So the jump ball is going to go to the Lakers. And let's play some Bankshot Basketball. Again, 1977-78, so no three-pointers. And that's why specifically I got this season because I wanted to do another season without three-pointers. All right, so we got Kareem going up against Gus Williams here. So we got Seattle. I wanted to play Seattle. I always kind of like the Seattle team. I don't know why. I almost like Seattle. So, yeah, hopefully safe travels for all of us, right? Hopefully safe travels for all of us. I haven't flown in about 10 years. I'm trying to think the last time I flew. Was it Vegas? Or was it Florida? Or was it Pittsburgh? Or California? I forget. It was one of those. I don't remember which one it was. It was definitely a hockey thing the last time I flew. So anyway, all right, so I get to use my new button over here, so I'm going to roll the ball here. So Kareem with the ball here, posting up against Gus Williams. And a 48 off the Kareem card is going to be up and good. Kareem will make that. Let's check to see who gets the assist on that. And Dantley will get the assist. So Kareem puts that up, and that is good. And Dantley will get the assist. And L.A. is off and running here in Seattle. Okay. So now it's going to be F1. So we're going to get Jack Sikma with it now. Going up against, let me make sure that was, Chains missed to a 2-point. I didn't miss. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any of the little verbiage there, if you will. And so we have now Sikma going up against Lou Hudson off the Lou card. 34, that's up, and that is good. So Sikma puts that up and in. Again, we don't have to check for three-pointers, so it should go a little quicker here, right? There better not be any three-pointers. Is there any three-pointers? I don't know. And Barbara says safe travels to me, too. I'm sure you'll talk to me. Yes. And I'm sure you might even be seeing us in a couple of months, too. You never know. Larry comes by. Good to see you, Larry. I'm making out okay with the heat. Again, the Northeast is bad in the heat. It really is. But I've been inside all day. We actually went out to I was dying for a roast beef sandwich. We went out for a roast beef sandwich, and they weren't that good today. I was like, bummer. The place was nice and air conditioned. We got some fried clams. The fried clams are good. But we we tried to eat a lot today, but it's too hot to eat. So we said, But we still get out of the house for a little bit. All right, so that's up and good. So it's going to be LA ball now. So they got a B3. Do I have a B3? I don't have many B3s over here. So Jamal Wilkes going up against Sikma. Hit my button here, a 76, and that's up, and that is no good. So Jamal Wilkes puts this one up. That is no good. Let's check the rebound here. Defense F2. So John Johnson comes down with us. John Johnson will get that rebound, right? And he's going to try to start the fast break. Now the fast break here is B. And over here it's C. All righty, so they're a B. Fast break B, and that's going to be a defensive foul on F2. So Dantley will commit the foul on the fast break. And that's our first foul of the game. All right, Seattle ball. I'm still learning basketball. So, I mean, I could be making mistakes here, but I think I got a pretty good idea of who gets the ball and when they're supposed to get the ball. I think. Do I have a B3? I do have a B3. So I got Gus Williams. Gus Williams and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar off the Jabbar card at 25. That is blocked. Gus Williams puts this up, and Kareem will reject that shot. And on the rebound, Hyatt F1 and F2. And Holmes going to add stuff here. So we're going to, so we have, so it's actually the other way, right? Yeah, Johnson gets the rebound. So Gus Williams had the ball. Kareem blocked it. And I want to make sure I got it right here. And then it's going to be F1 and F2. So we have 30, 20, 28, and 18. Now the home team will get a D6 roll of 2, so that'll give them 30, but still Jamal Wilkes will come down with it. Oh, wait a sec. That was, well, now here's the thing. So if I add 2, it's 30 and 30. And so I forget, we had a little discussion about that on Facebook about if there's a tie for the rebound, where does it go to? Somebody said I go home. Somebody says I go to defense. Somebody said he goes to the tallest guy. So, well, if he's Jack's 6'11", he's home, so he's got 2 out of 3. So I'm going to give an offensive rebound to Sigma. So Jack Sigma will come down with a rebound, and Seattle will reset the play here in a 2-2 tie. It's going to be Marvin Webster going in against Dantley now. Off to Dantley, Carter 25. That's up. That is no good. So Marvin Webster will miss the shot. And we'll get these cards out of the way. And let's check the rebound. And the rebound is Hyatt G1. So we have 12 and 22. So Dennis Johnson will come down with another offensive rebound here for Seattle. And now it's going to be F1. So it's going to be Sigma and Dantley off the Dantley card again. 44. He has fouls. So Dantley picks up 2 quick fouls here. So Dantley will get 2 fouls. Oh, boy, I don't want to be substituting in the first minute of the game here, but we got some fouls here. All right, so B3. That's going to be Gus and Lou Hudson. 85 off the Gus card. He is fouled, so Lou Hudson with a foul. So we got 3 fouls here. We haven't played a minute yet. Is this how it's going to be in 77-78? I don't know. All right, I don't have a B1, so the center against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a 91, and guess what? It's another foul. This is a little much. 3 fouls in 10 seconds. Okay. I guess it is a chippy game. I got 4 fouls already. We haven't even played a minute yet. And Scott went to see Willie Nelson the other day. That's kind of neat. And Larry says the game's getting chippy. It is. All right, so we have the high, which is going to be Gus Williams going up against Norm Nixon this time. 84. And that's going to be up, and that's going to be good. Gus Williams will drop that in. We don't have any fouls or anything like that. And so the ball will come back over here. And Philadelphia ball now, 4-2. We got more fouls than we have points right now. Do I have a B2? I don't have anybody B. So it's going to be Norm Nixon and Dennis Johnson. So Norm Nixon of the Lakers off his card. A 12 is up, and that is no good. So Norm Nixon will miss the shot. On the rebound, defensive high at G1 and G2. So that's going to be Gus Williams coming down with the defensive rebound. Gus Williams and Lou Hudson battling one more time off the defensive card of 78. That's up and no good. So Gus Williams will put it up, and he will miss the shot. And the rebound will go to offense F1, Jack Sigma with another offensive rebound. That's 3 offensive rebounds here already for the team from Seattle. So we've hit the 11-minute mark, so we're right on schedule here with our clock. And let's go to, there's no B1. But I do have an F2, so John Johnson. We have Dennis Johnson and John Johnson. Johnson and Dantley. Dantley's got 2 fouls already. Let him play, the crowd says. 86, and that's up and no good. So John Johnson will miss the shot. Rebound high at G2, so we have 8 and 10, and the defense gets 4, so that'll give it to the defense. All right, so we have 10 for the offense, and 8 over here, plus the blue die of 4 is 12. So Lou Hudson will come down with a defensive rebound at LA ball. Here come the Lakers now down by 2 here in a pivotal game 3. High 2. High 2 is going to be, so there's high 1, his high 2 is Dantley. Dantley and John Johnson, 37, and that is up and no good. Dantley can't get it to go. On the rebound, high on defense, so that it's going to be 38-40 max. Marvin Webster. Marvin Webster on the defensive rebound and a fast break. Fast break of B. Fast break of B is good. Jack Sikma will lay that up and in, and that is good, and the assist will go to G1, Dennis Johnson. So DJ will get that assist. And it's 6-2 now. Ball goes back to LA. G2, Lou Hudson. Is he an E? No, he's not an E. Lou Hudson and Gus Williams. Off the Hudson card of 83. That's up, and that's good. Lou Hudson will drop that in, and it's back to a 2-point game. All right, he flows a lot better without the 3 points. As much as I like the 3-point shots when you got to check on them in the whole bit, and I said whole bit again, it does slow it down a little bit. So that's why I bought this, because I wanted to play some faster basketball, if you will. All right, if you will. All right, so it's Lou Hudson makes the 2, so it's going to be over here. So we have B1 or F2. So I don't have a B1, so it's going to be John Johnson and Dantley. And a 44 off the Dantley card, and that's another foul, so that's going to be 3 for him, so we get the reroll. So let me get my notes here. All right, so we already have a reroll. We're 2 minutes into the game, and we got a reroll. Again, it's the one thing I noticed is it looks like there's a lot of fouls in this game, and that's the only question. That's why we have this rule here. So Dantley, so I'm just going to circle 3, so I'm going to roll again. So he's got his reprieve on the 3. So let's roll again, and a 93 off the Dantley card is going to be up and good. So there's the basket. So John Johnson will drop that in, and now it's going to be Laker ball. And it's going to be G2, so Lou Hudson and Gus Williams. Lou Hudson off the defensive card, 93. That's a turnover and a steal. So Lou Hudson with a turnover, a steal by the Gusser. The field goal kicking mule, will also get that. So now we're under 10 minutes to play, so our clock is pretty close, and it's going to be the high. All right, so it's going to be Williams with a steal, so it's going to be the high. So we have 22. So Gus Williams and Jamal Wilkes this time. Off the Gus Williams card of 43. No good, just missed that one. So Williams with a miss. And the rebound, defensive high at G1 and G2, so that's going to be Norm Nixon. So Norm Nixon comes down with a defensive rebound. Laker ball. And that's going to be the high over here, so that will be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's going to come in against John Johnson on the switch. And we're going to read off the Johnson card of 76, and that's up. And no good. Kareem misses the sky hook. And the rebound is going to go to defensive center Webster. Webster with a defensive rebound. And he's going to try to fast break. Fast break. B to E is held up, and they are indeed B, so it's going to be held up. So the fast break will be held up, and now it's going to be back to LA ball. And we have an F2, so it's going to be Johnson and Dantley. Dantley, again, with the 2 fouls. Very aggressive game, very aggressive game. And Johnson, what's he going to do? Fiddling and diddling. Johnson, 37. And he's fouled by Dantley. So Dantley's got to come out. And that's 5 fouls. So Adrian Dantley already has to come out of the game. And we're going to bring in Tom Abernethy. All righty, so Dantley will come out. 3 fouls already, and Tom will have to come in. I only have 3 subs in this game, too, so hopefully nobody fouls out, you know. Well, don't pay attention to the clock on my screen here. That is just kind of a representation. So this is my timer, actually. So when I flip that, I hit the 10-minute mark, and then I go 7 cards, and then it hits 9 minutes. So I just kind of use the clock up on the scoreboard just to give me an idea where I am in the game. So that's really not the accurate time. It's between 9 and 10 minutes, and I just let it count down a little bit as I flip every card. So the clock is not, that's just an app, and it's just kind of where I am in the game. All right, so Abernathy comes in. It will be Seattle ball as Vin comes by. What's going on, Vin? I just cornered these two teams, so I figured I would play them. I'm now cornering 77 and 78. And I think she's taking the dog to the vet in the morning, so I'll be able to cram out a few more seasons, I think, a few more corners. I did 2 seasons today. I'm tired. I started on this one. I was like, I'm not going to make it. I still got to figure out how I'm going to store my cards. I think I figured out. I think I'm going to store it like I have my Hockey Bones cards. I'm going to buy that little thing again, and they fit really nice, and that should get all my seasons in there, I think. Alrighty, so where are we now? So we just said we had a foul and a substitution, so it's going to be high 2. So his high 1, his high 2. So Marvin Webster going up against Jamal Wilkes off the Marvin Webster card of 16. That's up, and that's good. Marvin Webster drops that in. And so now Kareem will come down against Webster off the Kareem card of 64. And he is fouled while shooting. And let's see if that goes in. All right, so Kareem is fouled while shooting. Oh, and a 12 is up and good. Yeah, Kareem will drop that in. And Webster will pick up the foul. And Kareem will go to the line and shoot 1. And 84 is up and no good, so Kareem will miss that free throw. And now we have 9 minutes. So, again, I'm pretty close to my clock, so I'll start letting it run down a little bit now. And on the rebound, defensive center, Marvin Webster comes down with it. So Webster with a defensive rebound. 10-6 game here. And Vinny's got a lot of seasons. He's got payoff pitch and bank shot. Congratulations, sir. It's always fun to get those seasons in and take a look. I usually do an unboxing. I didn't do an unboxing the other day. I kind of just did it off to the side so I could get it done. But I put away some other seasons today. This was one of them, 77, 78. And I'll get Wilt up here on the channel pretty soon with 61, 62. All right, so Marvin Webster with a rebound. That's going to be a G2. Gus Williams and Lou Hudson off the Lou card, 23. And that's up and good. Gus Williams drops that in. And so now, it's a 6-point lead right now. Here we go. And G1, we got Norm Nixon and Webster. I think Vinny's been playing a little bit of baseball. He's been moonlighting on the Bankshot Basketball. Just saying, he's been moonlighting. Remember that show, Sybil Shepherd, Bruce Willis? Moonlighting. So it's going to be off the Nixon card. 6. No good. Nixon misses again. Let's check for the rebound. High at F1. And we're going to add 3 to the defense. So high at F1. So we got 41 and 27. So Jack Sikma will come down with a rebound. And here come the Supersonics. I can't believe the Supersonics still don't have a team, you know. And we have a Dennis Johnson and Norm Nixon off the DJ card, 40. And he's fouled while shooting, and a 50 does not go in. So Norm Nixon will pick up the foul, and that'll be 6 now. So now on 6, right? I got to look at the sheet that Vinny gave me. After the 5th foul, it's 3 to make 2. So it's 3 to make 2 right now. Okay, 3 to make 2. Okay. Yeah, it's got the same way. I have to find time to play them all too. But you know something? So I got DJ taking 2 shots. I don't want to forget that. But you know something though? Part of the fun is also collecting the games. It kind of is. You know, and the thing is, you know, I used to have a lot of collectibles back in the day, and they just sat on the shelf. The difference is I actually take these out and play them once in a while. So while I have a lot on the shelf, they still do make the table from time to time. But collecting is part of the fun, you know. And Vinny says retirement and a heat wave gives him a lot of time to play. Yeah, I like to say summers, as you know, my winters are nuts. So I take full advantage of my summers so I can play a lot. I don't go to the beach or anything, even though it's right up the street. But I like to play down here in the summer where it's nice and cool. Then in the wintertime, you only see me once a week. All right, so we're going to have DJ take a couple of shots here. The first one with a 64 is up, and that is good with a 4. And the second shot of 59, that'll drop in as well. So Dennis Johnson will drop in too. He makes them both. And now, look at this, 14-6. It's another runaway game here on the channel. This was a playoff game. I'm trying to, have a good game for you guys. Lou Hudson will go up against Gus Williams off the Williams card of 65, and that is up. And Lou will miss the shot. No good. The rebound high in the game. So on offense, we have 29 over here on the offense, and on the defense, we have 40. As long as it's greater than 39, yeah. So Marvin Webster will come down with that defensive rebound, and it's going to be Seattle ball. G2, Gus Williams and Abernathy, who come into the game for Dantley, who's almost fouled out. Offensive card 50. Ooh, that's going to be an assist as we hit the 8-minute mark. We haven't had an assist yet. And it's going to be, got to go to the high because we're having all kinds of craziness here because it's going to be B2. There's no B2. He is the G2. So we got to go to the high after him. So I'm thinking it's going to be Webster, right? So Marvin Webster drops in the 2. Gus Williams with the assist, and Chungo, it's 16-6. Marvin Webster, the human eraser. Is that what it is? I didn't know that. All righty, here we go. Laker ball. They're getting smoked. Hudson coming in against DJ off the Hudson card. 99, fouled while shooting, and that will go in. So Lou Hudson puts that in. Could be a 3-point play here, and a foul on Dennis Johnson. And so Lou will get 1. And we go to the 98, no good. So Lou Hudson will miss that free throw. A chance to pull within 10, and he misses it. And the rebound, defense G2, Gus Williams. Yep. All right, so Gus Williams on the rebound. F2 now, so it's going to be John Johnson against Abernathy. Mr. John, Sir John, 57, no good. So John Johnson's shot goes up and is no good. And the rebound high at F1. So we have 30 and 28. Offense gets 2. So it's going to be tied. So again, he's high, he's taller, and he's the home team. So Jack Sikma will come down with the rebound. And I'll have to ask that with Joe out there. What do we do on ties? I got so many questions for Joe. We blocked everything. Very nice. G1, so we have DJ. DJ and Norm Nixon. Off the DJ card, 51 is up and turnover. It's an offensive foul on DJ. Ooh, boy. Offensive foul. So DJ will commit the offensive foul. And the ball's going to go over now. Over to the Lakers. And it's going to be Kareem with it now. And Webster off the Webster card of 62. Blocked. So Kareem puts it up. It is no good. Webster with the rejection. And now we've hit the 7-minute mark. I'm a little behind on my clock, And rebound, offensive center. So Kareem's going to come down with it. So Kareem will get his own rebound. Oh no, wait. Yeah. It was blocked, but Kareem gets it back. Okay, Kareem gets the offensive rebound. Choice. I'm going to go Jamal Wilkes. I don't know why. I got a hunch. All right, Jamal Wilkes. 32. Up and good. Look at that. I hit it just right. 21-41. Jamal Wilkes puts it up and good. That's the fun part about this game. Is sometimes when you get it just right, when you get a choice and you call the guy and you get the bucket, it's awesome. It's awesome. Hang on 1 second here. I got a package just arrived. I want to see if the wife can go up and get it. Let's see if she's just reading a book in bed. She'll go grab that for me. I bought a case for my microphone. The case that came with it was just too big. It's like really bulky. So this one's supposed to be small, so I'm kind of hoping it'll fit in my other bag. Imagine rounding corners on 9 seasons of Bankshot. The basketball's not bad. That's the thing. There's only like 12 to 15 guys on basketball. The baseball's a tough one because I've rounded corners on baseball, and you got like 30 or 40 guys. It takes a long time with that. So Jamal Wilkes hits the 2, and so the ball now will come over here to Seattle, and it's 16 to 10. F1, Jack Sikma going up against Lou Hudson off the Sigma card of 46. That's up. That bounces around the rim. That'll drop in. So Jack Sigma drops in the 2. And that assist will go to the high 2 greater than 16. No. So I guess we said that's unassisted, right? If you got a qualification and there's no high 2 that's greater than 16, then that's just going to be unassisted. So now we have G1. So we have Norm Nixon going against Webster off the Webster card, 27. Up and good. Norm Nixon drops that in, so they'll cut that lead to 6 right now. And it's going to come back here. This is a much simpler game without the 3-point checks. Much simpler. I like the 3-point checks, though, but now and then it's nice to have a simple game. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah, I can't imagine doing 9 in a row, but I have a lot done. I have at least 5 or 6 seasons cornered, but again, they're the older ones. I did get the new 23-24 season. That I don't think I'm going to do that one. I'm just going to do as needed, like baseball. If I play a game, if I play the Celtics and whoever, Dallas, I'll just do them. So I'm not going to plan on doing all of them. That's for sure. That's for sure. When you're playing the college, yeah, you need to do that. You need to, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have those teams handy. That's the other thing. I like them all done. If I want to grab a team and play, I want them to be done. And I just, listen. I bought some audiobooks, so I was just listening to audiobooks while I was cornering today. So I just, I make my time with it. You know what I mean? Just make my time. Alrighty, so Nixon makes the 2-point shot. We're going to come over here now, so it's going to be the high. So that'll be Gus Williams. Right, so Gus Williams going up against Abernathy, Sir Tom, in a 92. And, that's a turnover. Oh, no, wrong one. Up here. Oh, it's still a turnover. Turnover, not offensive foul. So Gus Williams will turn this over. Is that going to be a steal? Now what you got to do. So it's a turnover on the offensive card. If it's not an offensive foul, and it's not because it's only a 5, then you go and you check the D. And you check for his steal. So the 10 does fall within 7 to 12. So Abernathy will pick up a steal. I didn't pick that up the first time I played the game when I was doing the rules. I thought just if a turnover, the turnover, but you just still check for the steal with the 2D6 roll. All right, so let's continue that clock to roll here. Got to make that clock continue. So that's a steal. So it's going to be Jabbar and Webster. All right, off the defensive card of 64. Blocked! Kareem puts it up, and Webster with a rejection. So now we're down to 6 minutes to go. Pay no attention to that clock. It's close, but... And it goes out of bounds because he blocked it, but the defensive center gets it. So it's out of bounds. And it's back to LA ball. F2, Abernathy. This time going in on Johnson. Tom, the 36, Tom puts it up and good. Abernathy will hit the shot. And that's a big basket here to pull them within 4. Assist on that play will go to F1. Is he greater than 7? Yeah, Jamal Wilkes will get that assist. Alrighty. Yeah, Vinny says, I'm not going to round corner and payoff pitch. I'm just playing to bleed for the cause. What I'm going to do is if I decide to play a game or a series, I'll do those 2 teams. But there's no way I'm going to be sitting there hacking away. Unless I get one of those industrial cutters, which I don't think I'm going to do. I like the cut that I get. This looks nice, so I'm happy with this, So Jamal Wilkes with the assist. And it's going to be now Seattle ball. And Williams and Hudson going at it again. And a 67 is up and good. Gus Williams puts that in, and that puts him up by 6 again. The assist will go to nobody because he's the G2, so there's no assist on the play. LA ball. Norm Nixon, who's not doing too bad today against G2. 15. Yep, no good, so I jinxed him with that one. So Norm Nixon's going to miss. And the rebound high in the game. So we have 29 and 40. So Webster is going to come down with it. So Marvin Webster with the defensive rebound. Supersonics ball. Say that 3 times fast. Gus Williams and Hudson. 75. Good. Gus Williams lays that in. And it's back to an 8-point lead. And I'm loving my little thing here. I think I showed you guys this already, but see that right there? My little three button thing here. It's connected USB. I can't get the Bluetooth to work. I got it to work, and then it stopped working, so I didn't want to screw around with it anymore. So I just leave it plugged in. But it's right here. I tap the button, and I get my roll. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Vinny's going to get a small army to do some cornering over there. It's tough, though. After you've played cornered cards, it's tough to go back to uncornered cards. It is tough. It is tough. I'm just going to leave it right there. So Gus Williams puts it up and is good. F1, Jamal Wilkes. And Sigma, Jamal Wilkes, 30. Good. Jamal Wilkes will hit. And it's back to a 6-point game. Any help on this one here? Yeah, Norm Nixon will get an assist. All righty. Seattle ball. G2, Gus Williams. And Lou Hudson again. Gus Williams, 53, fouled while shooting, and the 28 will be good. So Williams gets it in there. Hudson will pick up the the foul. And so now it's 2 to make 1 because they have 7 fouls, right? So it's 2 to make 1. Right? 2 to make 1. So let's see what Gus Williams can do here. So Gus at the free throw line. Did he shoot underhanded or not? I don't know. I don't know if he does or not, All right, the first free throw. Again, I'm looking at my top number. 95 is no good. But he'll get a second one. Right? So Gus Williams will go to the free throw line. So he's going to miss the first one. And the second one of 59, and that one is good. So Gus Williams will make the second one. And so now it's going to be back to LA ball, 25-16. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar going up against Dennis Johnson. They would meet later on in the 80s, that's for sure. Off the Kareem card of 78, and he is fouled by DJ. So Johnson will pick up. Oh, it's going to be his third, so it's going to be a reroll. It's going to be a reroll. All righty. So, again, this is what St. Patrick suggested if you get a lot of fouls. And I'm going to try it and then see if I like it or not. So we're going to re-roll again. So it's going to be off the Kareem card. A 2 is no good. So Kareem will miss the 2. And a rebound high at center. So we have a 40 and a 29, and he's going to get 10 to give him 50, so Webster will come down with the defensive rebound. And now we have G1, so it's going to be Dennis Johnson and Jamal Wilkes off the defensive card of 24. Up, and DJ misses that shot. The rebound's going to go to G1, Norm Nixon. So Norm Nixon will come down with the defensive rebound. And here come the Lakers now, down by 9. G1, he's not a D&E against Johnson. Norm Nixon, 31. No good. Norm Nixon misses again. And now we have the 5-minute mark, so our clock is pretty close. And on this rebound, defense G2, Gus Williams comes down with that defensive rebound. Here come the Supersonics. Gus Williams dribbles down the court. Abernathy posted up. Offensive card roll. Williams misses the shot. On the rebound, home center, Marvin Webster with the offensive rebound. And they will reset. It's going to be B1 or C. So it's going to be Webster with it now against Kareem. Offensive card roll, 46. No good. Webster will miss the shot. On this rebound, Lou Hudson will pick it up for the visitors. 4.5 to play. First quarter, 25-16. Seattle over LA in the deciding game. As sweet as Jeff comes by. I'll check the chat in 1 second, but I just want to say hi to Jeff. F1 or E? No, Jamal Wilkes and Sigma. Jamal Wilkes, 41. Good. Jamal Wilkes drops that in. That's a big basket here to cut it back to 7. B1 or F2? So we have an F2. So Johnson and Abernathy. John Johnson. Off his own card. A 74 is no good. So John Johnson with the whiff. And now we've hit the 4-minute mark. So we'll get these cards out of the way. And loose ball foul. Loose ball foul on defense F1. So Jamal Wilkes will pick up the foul. And I think that's a shooting foul, right? Because they have more than 5, and they were on defense. So that's a defensive foul. So I'm pretty sure that's a shooting foul. And 2 free throws and all non-shooting fouls. So it's going to be 2 shots here. So John Johnson will take 2 free throws here. 78 with an 11 is no good, and a 45 is good. So and it's just 2. So John Johnson with free throws, he misses one and makes one. And so now it's back to an 8-point game. Oh, let me check the this is the card I got to use anyway. So Jeff comes in the chat room here. Good to see us all. Nice to see the Supersonics again. Yeah, I always like the Supersonics. So I want to get them back on the channel. Or on the channel. I don't think they've ever been on the channel. Although I might have played some Downey or some... I probably did regular season basketball with the Supersonics, I'm pretty sure. And Williams didn't shoot underhand. Just checking, Just checking. But anyway, just jumping in, playing a little bit of ball scarecrows, moving quicker without the 3 points. I got to say, it's moving a lot faster. I'm doing a lot of chatting, that's why it takes a long time, but it's moving along pretty well. All right, so we're gonna go. Jamal makes the second. Oh, John Johnson makes the second, so it's gonna be LA ball F2. So Abernathy, and the reason I kept this card here because we got the loose ball foul, and I think you're supposed to keep the same card. I think. No, maybe not. Maybe it's just turnover. There was one. Hang on one second here. There was another situation where you keep the same card. And I did highlight that in the instructions because I wasn't playing it correctly. And where was that? Okay. Okay, so if you see you committed a loose ball foul, do not draw a new action card to start the next possession. Okay, yep, that's what it was. So I drew this for the loose ball foul, so we're just going to kind of keep it with that. So F2 and defense F1. So Abernathy off his own card, 37. Good. Abernathy drops that in. He's been pretty good since coming in for Dantley. And the assist, is there a high greater than 19? Norm Nixon. Norm Nixon will get that assist. All right, back to Seattle ball. Williams and Nixon. Off the Nixon card, 93. Fouled. Oh, boy, Nixon with a foul. That's his second. And, oh, boy. So here we go. Glenn says, how many cards do you start with before pace rating for each segment? What I do, and I think I'm correct, is I count out 7 cards per minute, okay? And you're supposed to do 6-minute segments. I do 12 because I do the whole quarter in one fell swoop. So what you're supposed to do is 7 per minute, and then on the very last stack, you add the pace. So, for example, when I started laying these out, I put my 11 down, or actually it's my 0 because this is in reverse. So I put my 0 down and I count 7 cards. And then I put my 1 minute left and I count 7 cards. When I get to 5 minutes left, that's the beginning part of the segment. So I count 7 and then whatever for pace. In this case, it's 9. So there's 16 cards at that 5-minute segment. And the same at 11. So when I start going up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, when I get to the 11-minute mark, so when this card's here, I'll put 7 for the minute and then 9 for the pace. So minute, the first minute and then the 7th minute are extremely long because I have 9 more cards to flip. And that's what you're supposed to do for the pace, if that makes sense. So that's what I do. Okay. Scott wants to play some Lakers, Bulls, and Pistons if you ever got Bankshot. Well, you can. That's the thing is you can do that, you know. And the standard amount of cards is 43. I think it's 42, actually. Yeah, 42, yeah. And then the pace gets added or subtracted from the first segment of each 6 minute. 6 minutes is a segment. So at the first beginning part of the segment. So at the first 6 minutes gets the extra cards or gets the cards taken away, and then the second 6 minutes. I run them all together, so I just got to remember to put them in there. Okay. The directions say 6 cards per minute. Yes, there's some discrepancy about that, but it did say in here in the setup that it was 7. Because there was, I think it was supposed to be 6, and Joe said people weren't getting enough something or other, so he said bump it up to 7. Now, if I get the rules out here. Okay, so right here. For game purposes, 7 cards is equal to 1 minute of play. The first minute of play would be equal to 7 cards plus or minus the pace adjustment. So again, that first minute of play in each segment gets 7, and in this case, an additional 9. So that's what I got in here. 7. I go 7 cards for 1 minute of play. That's what I do. Yeah, so that's just what it was. You might have the old rules. Yeah, there's a few things that change to make things a little bit better. Also, the when you get 3-point chances, I think they changed that to if you're fouled, the dice has to be a 3. It's for it to be a possible 3-point good shot, a 3-point miss during a foul. I think that's in there too. All right, so what do we have? So Norm Nixon commits a defensive foul, so Gus Williams is going to shoot 2. 72 with a 10 is good, and a 40 is good. So Gus Williams will hit a pair of free throws. And it's back to an 8-point game. LA ball. Kareem against Webster. Off the defensive card. 60 is blocked. Kareem puts it up, and Webster knocks it away. I don't know how many blocks that is, but it's a lot of blocks. It's like Lego blocks. And the rebound high in the game. So I think on the defensive rebound, it's going to be a 40. So, oh, no. He's not on defense. He's on offense. So I got a 40, and offense gets a D6. Offense gets 2. So he gets 31, but still going to be Max Webster coming down with it. I call Max Webster Marvin Webster. Webster with the defensive boards coming up on 3 minutes to play. And it's going to be John Johnson against Abernathy. Off the defensive card, 49. Turnover and a steal. So John Johnson turns it over, and a steal by our Abernathy. Say that 3 times fast. All right, so we passed the 3-minute mark. Clock is counting down. And F1's going to get it. So Jamal Wilkes and Sigma, 17. And a nice pass over to Lou Hudson, who puts that in. So Hudson puts it in from Wilkes. And it's a 6-point game. Ooh, a little getting tight here at the end of the quarter, you know. And Kareem needs to start putting it in, yeah. Kareem with 4 points. That's it. So Sigma. Oh, who has the ball? C. B2 or C. Webster. So Marvin Webster and Kareem off the Kareem card. 0-3. That's a turnover and a steal. So Webster with a turnover. Kareem with a steal. And here come the Lakers. B1 and F1. Jamal Wilkes. Sigma. Wilkes puts this up. No good. Can't get it to go. And the rebound is offensive G1. So Norm Nixon pulls down the offensive boards. Do I have a B2 or G2? I got a G2. Lou Hudson and Williams. 50. No good. Lou Hudson misses the shot. That would have cut it to 4. Rebound. Offense G1. Norm Nixon with another offensive rebound. So they're going to reset now. Holy cow. A lot of offensive rebounds here. All right. So now we've hit the 2-minute mark. So my clock is pretty close. And so Norm Nixon comes out F2. So Abernathy He's a D, so he's going to pass to B1 or B2. Now, again, does that... we talked about this. So there's my card. Now, is that D or E? Does that only pertain to F4? Or because F4 is not in the game, do I just ignore that and now continue on to F2? I'm going to pass it to my top guy, so I'm going to give it a Kareem. Oh, we have a question mark here, too. So, I don't know if this is Sigma's first year. He's 22, so we'll see. Yeah, this is first quarter. I'm not going to play the whole game tonight. I just wanted to get a little bit of basketball here on the channel before the game. I might play a little bit of the second quarter. All right, so we have Kareem. Oh, we've already discussed that. Kareem and Webster. Offensive card, 54. Good. Kareem will finally drop that in. That'll give him 6 points, and it's a 4-point game. Now we need to check the question mark. No events. Perfect. All right, so it's going to be Seattle ball. Let's see if I can jump through here real quick. So we're going to get a high. So it's going to be Gus Williams and Kareem. Gus Williams, 97, turns it over. Williams with a turnover. Did Kareem get the steal? Yes, he did. Kareem with a steal. And here come the Lakers, a chance to cut it to 2. Jamal Wilkes and John Johnson. Defensive card, 23. Good. Jamal Wilkes puts that in, and Norm Nixon will get that assist. And look out, folks. It's a 2-point game. This was a runaway. What was it, up over? It was a 10-point game for a while. Sigma and Wilkes off the Wilkes card of 75, and Sigma puts that in, so that'll put him back up to a 4-point cushion. Just about a minute to play here, so it's going to be Wilkes and Sigma. 70, and that is no good, so Wilkes misses the shot on the rebound. It is high at F1 and F2, and the home gets 4. So we have 27 and 28, 38. So Sigma will come down with that rebound if everything is done correctly. So we've hit the 1-minute mark to go with my fast action cards. G1, Dennis Johnson and Abernathy. And 80 for Dennis Johnson is no good. So DJ will miss the shot. On the rebound, Hyatt center. And we're adding 4 to the defense, so I got 40, 45. Kareem will come down with that defensive rebound. Here come the Lakers now. Chance to cut it to 2 late in the period. F1, Jamal Wilkes. Jamal Wilkes, oh, wrong way. Jamal Wilkes, 23. Good! Jamal Wilkes takes a pass from Abernathy and puts it in, and it's now a 2-point game here as we come down to the last possession or 2 of the period. So Webster and Jabbar, 86. And that's a turnover by Webster. Kareem, did he get the steal? No. And here come the Lakers with a chance to tie it. Time running out. F1, Jamal Wilkes. Jamal looking, puts this up. Oh, it's turned over. No foul, though. And it's a steal by Sigma. So Jamal Wilkes has it stolen by Sigma. And here's our last flip of the quarter here. F1, Sigma, and Wilkes. Off the Sigma card, 67. And he turns it over. And Sigma will turn this over. And that'll be the final card as I hit my 0 card. And that'll do it. Nice comeback, though, as the Lakers have cut it to a 2-point game. All right. So let me show you how I set it up here. So I'm going to take some different cards here. I set up little piles of these black cards everywhere. Okay. So I have like 4 or 5 piles, and I just kind of grab them. So this would be the last minute of the quarter, or the last minute of the second segment. So I go 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's my 7. And then I put the 1-minute card on, and I get a different pile. I do 7 more. And I'll from the bottom. So there's 7. And then I have this one here. And I'll grab the deck I just used so I can get some of those in there. It's kind of a barnyard shuffle is what I do here. So then I'll grab this pile over here. Now this is the end of the segment, or the beginning of the second segment. So I need to put 7 and then 9. So there's the 7. Now I put the pace. Okay, so that's the second half of the quarter. So now I come back with these. 7. 7. 7 again. And then 7 more. And then the last one, this one right here, this is 7 plus 9. And that is that. So now all my cards are ready to go for the second quarter. And that is that. So thanks for coming by, Vin. And I suppose they're not going to start right at 8, so I'll play a little bit more here. So let's check the subs now. So the possession is going to go to Seattle to start the second quarter. So let me just go to my page here. Alrighty, go to my. Got no room for my mouse over here. Go to my game page, and so Lou Hudson didn't play. He only played 23, so I can probably take him out. Norm Nixon played 34. Kareem played a ton. I'm gonna put Dantley Bath because Abernathy didn't play much, so I'm gonna put Dantley Bat, and hopefully he doesn't get any more fouls. He's already got 3. And then for Seattle, DJ didn't play a lot. Does anybody have 2 fouls? So DJ's got 2 fouls, so he can come out. And Fred Brown played a lot, so we'll put Fred in, and Fred will go here. And Sigma didn't play a ton either, comparatively speaking. So I'm going to bring in Silas. Alrighty. So I like to just put in a couple of subs just to get him some minutes, if you will. Oh, so Lou Hudson comes out. So who's coming in over here? Charlie Scott. And he played a lot of minutes, so Charlie Scott can come in. All right, so we'll put in some different guys here to start the period. Again, I only had 3 subs aside, if you will. So let me check my subs now. So we took out DJ, and we took out Sigma, and we put in Silas and Fred Brown. And then over here we have Scott and Dantley back in. So Dantley's back in. I think Lou come out, right? Scott's in. And who else come out over here? Oh, Abernathy come out. So I think that's my 5. So Kareem, Scott, Nixon, Dantley, and Wilkes. And then I got Freddie Brown, downtown Freddie Brown, Johnson, Silas, Webster, and Gus. Okay. Yeah, so that's just kind of how I do the subs. And everybody does it differently. That's just kind of how I do it. All right, so Seattle's going to start with the ball. So we'll start the period 2, and we'll continue on here. We'll play a little bit, see how fast I can get through this. Again, no 3-pointers, so it makes it a little bit easier, you know. Yeah, the playoffs did lose this game. This is the game they lost. This is the deciding game. They actually lost it in Seattle. All right, so we're going to have F1. So we're going to have Silas and Norm Nixon. All right, I'll get that out of the way. I'm going to go off the Norm Nixon card on the defense. A 94 and fouled while shooting. And on the 07, it goes in. So Silas drops this in. He'll make the 2. Nixon picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. I'm supposed to really roll on that, but you know something, I'm going to go with it, and I'll just give him a reprieve later on. So Silas actually is going to take a free throw now, and an 11 is good. So Silas will hit the free throw, and just like that, it's a 5-point game. So Kareem and Webster, they've been going at it all day. 55 is up, and he's fouled while shooting, and a 78 is no good. So Webster will pick up a foul. That's his second. And Kareem will go to the line to shoot 2, right? Because we're not in the penalty yet. So, yep, so it's 2. So Kareem, 61 is good, and a 17 is good. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will hit both free throws. And now it's going to be a 3-point game. F2, John Johnson and Norm Nixon. Nixon card is a 61, and that is good. So John Johnson drops that in for 2. And again, we have 16 cards to go through in this first minute, so it's a long minute, so I keep delaying my clock. High, greater than 16. Nope, I don't have anybody greater than 16, so there's not. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my box root beer. I'm going to have a little bit sip of root beer here today as I continue on, as I try to zip through this quarter. Alrighty. And some good crispy duck. All right, so John Johnson makes it, and here we go. F2, Dantley back in the game against Johnson. 60, and that is a turnover and a steal. So Dantley back in the game, turns it over, and Double J with a steal. And here come the Seattle team. John Johnson moving in, going up against Charlie Scott. John Johnson, 92, misses the shot. And the rebound, offensive G2, Gus Williams hauls it down. And it's going to stay Seattle ball. It's going to be the high. That will be Gus Williams and Norm Nixon. Gus Williams misses the shot. Oh, he thought he had it, but he misses it. On this rebound, defense F1. Dantley will come down with it, and we got a fast break. Dantley with a defensive rebound. Fast break of C, and that is good. Norm Nixon will actually get this basket here. Norm Nixon puts in the 2, and the assists will go to Dantley. And so now it's a 3-point game is what it is. F2, John Johnson. Dantley, 91, missed. Double J with another miss. Home, F1. Paul Silas comes down with a rebound, the offensive rebound. And it's going to be the high, which is Gus Williams. Jamal Wilkes comes up to meet him. Off of here, and that is up and good. Gus Williams puts that in, and that's going to make the lead 5 again. And assisted by John Johnson. So now it's going to be Laker ball. Kareem and Silas off the Kareem card of 4, and he misses. So Kareem will miss the shot. A rebound. Offense G1. So Norm Nixon. Norm Nixon with the offensive rebound. And high 2. 1, 2. Dantley going up against Silas. 92. Blocked. Dantley puts it up. It is rejected by Silas. And now we've hit the 11-minute mark. On the rebound, G1. Defense G1. So Freddie Brown, downtown Freddie Brown, comes up the defensive rebound. Seattle now up by 5. Freddie Brown has it against Wilkes. I'll just leave him there. And a 21. No good. Freddie Brown misses that shot. And on the rebound, high at center. Home gets 10. So we have 40 and 45. But he gets 10 to give him 50. So Marvin Webster will come down with that offensive board. And Seattle stays with the ball up by 5. They move it around. Webster over to Gus Williams. Williams being watched by Nixon. A A 16 is no good, so Williams will miss the shot. Rebound, defense, G1, so Norm Nixon will come up with it. He's been good on the rebounds. And now LA moving down the court, having a chance to cut this back to 3. G2, Charlie Scott, and Gus Williams. Off the defensive card, a 70. No good. Charlie Scott misses. And now it's going to be a rebound high at F1. So we have 30 and 27. And Silas will get that rebound. All righty, so now we've hit the 10-minute mark. Right on time. The train is right on time. How about that? F2, so we have Dantley and Silas. 6. Dantley puts us up. No good. He's not been good since he's had all those fouls. And defense F2, so Double J comes down with that defensive rebound. Seattle ball. F2, Johnson going in against Dantley. Johnson a 41, and he is fouled by Dantley. And now for Dantley, that's 4. Oh, boy. Now what do I do? Put it in the Triple Crown line. What is the Triple Crown line, Peter? Let's see what that Triple Crown line is. Well, Dantley's got 4 fouls. And we're early here in a second, so he's going to have to come out. And I don't know who I'm going to bring in. I think I'm going to have to bring in Robish, right? Because Abernathy didn't play a lot of minutes. And Hudson's a guard. So I'm going to bring in Robish. And I'm going to slide this over like this. So Robish will be F1. I don't know what else to do. And again, I don't get all over me about basketball because I'm just playing, having fun, and this game doesn't mean anything. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, you know. So, Barks has a bye. I like the Barks. I do like the Barks. All right, so it's going to be a foul and a substitution. So the ball's going to stay with Seattle here. And let's do this here. So we have a center. So Webster and Jabbar off the Jabbar card of 79, and that's a foul. So Jabbar now has 2 fouls. And this is what we ran into. The first minute of the game, I had 4 fouls. Everything was a foul. F2 or B3, Gus Williams, Charlie Scott, 96. And that's a foul. Here we go again. Just foul after foul after foul. And that's shooting is good. So Gus Williams puts it in for 2. And Charlie Scott will pick up a foul. And now Williams will take the free throw. And 80 is, with a 5 is good. So Gus Williams will hit that 1 free throw. And now it's going to be LA ball, the high. So it's going to be Kareem and Gus Williams, 10. And that's a basket. So Kareem will drop that in. He'll hit the 2. And that assist will go to, it says if it's greater than 15. It's not, so we're going to say no. So I'm going to say no. All right, so it's a 6-point game. 9 minutes to go now. Here in the half. That's moving along a little bit quicker. F2, Johnson, and Kareem's going to come up on him. All right? And a 68 off the Kareem card missed. So John Johnson's going to miss that shot right there. And offensive center, Marvin Webster with the offensive rebound. So they're going to have it again. F2 with a plus. Double J and Wilkes. 56. No good. Rebound. High at G2, so we have a 13 and a 10, and so Charlie Scott with a rebound. But let's check. Let's check my wild card here, which was on the forward, actually. So let's see what happens with John Johnson. If play result is a foul on the away team, it was not. The away team received a technical foul. Else the home team scores 2-point baskets on the next 3 possessions. Oh, boy. So I got to put that one aside so I can remember to do that. So that's going to be 3 baskets in a row. So, boy. So the Lakers better get something going here. Charlie Scott with a rebound. Sends it over to Wilkes. Wilkes and Johnson. 77. No good. So Jamal Wilkes will miss the shot. The rebound. Defensive center and a half break. So Webster We're going to forego the fast break because we're going to get an automatic basket. And F2, John Johnson will get that basket. All right, so it's back over here as we approach the 8-minute mark. So that's one. I got to keep an idea. That's one basket out of the 3. G2, Scott and Williams. Charlie Scott, 53. He can't hit it either, so he's going to whiff. On the rebound, high at G2, so we have a 10 and a 12. Offense gets 3. So, Charlie Scott will get his own rebound. Just barely, but he'll get his own rebound. And now he's going to set it up again. He's going to go up against Williams again. Off to Williams, Carter, 52, 53. It's going to be a miss either way. Rebound. Defensive goaltending. Oh, boy, let's read this here. Defensive goaltending. Out of bounds, the home team, it's a 3-point shot. So defensive goaltending. So we're gonna undo that shot, and we're gonna give Charlie Scott the 2 points. So that'll count, and it's back to a 6-point game. So Webster and Kareem off the defender card of 74. Webster's gonna miss. On the rebound, high at F2, and the defense gets 6. So 30 and 18, so Jamal Wilkes will easily win that one. So Jamal Wilkes will get the defensive rebound. All right, LA ball. G1, Norm Nixon and Freddie Brown. Off the Norm Nixon card. A 16 is no good. Nixon misses the shot. And now we're at the 7-minute mark here. So again, a little faster here in this quarter. Much faster, actually. And so missed shot. And a rebound, defense F1 and a fast break. Silas hauls it down. He's going to try the fast break. Defensive foul on Charlie Scott. So Charlie Scott with a defensive foul. That's 5 now here. Norm Nixon with 3. What do I want to do here? So Nixon will come out. And Lou Hudson will go in. So I'm going to leave Scott in. Lou Hudson will come back in. And we're just going to leave it like this for right now. So what did I say? Charlie Scott stays in. So Lou Hudson will come back in. And who's coming out now? Who did I just take out? Norm Nixon. And for Seattle, I might as well do a thing over here for Seattle too. How does what's his face do here? How many did Wally Walker? He played 13 minutes, so and I could do that. So Wally Walker could come in. So Wally Walker will come in for Paul Silas. So Wally Walker comes in, and Silas comes out. And does that give me my lineup here? Scott, Hudson, Jabbar, Robish, Wilkes. Yep. Brown, Johnson, Walker, Webster. Yep. So, all right, we'll do that for right now. All right? For right now. Okay, so we had Charlie Scott with a defensive foul, so over here, and here we go. B3, Gus Williams and Lou Hudson. Defensive card reading 86, and that's a foul. So that's his third, so we're going to give him the reprieve. So Lou Hudson will get a reprieve on his third. Again, first half, third foul. I do a reroll. That's what was suggested, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's do the re-roll here off the defensive card. 57 is no good. So Gus Williams will miss the shot. And a rebound. Offensive G2. So Hudson's going to get his own rebound, I think. Oh, no, Gus Williams missed. He gets his own rebound. So Gus Williams gets his own rebound. Offensive rebound. Okay, we'll get it right. Sometimes I'm confused who has the ball. Wally Walker has the ball. He just comes into the game against Robish. 89, no good. Wally Walker will miss the shot. Wally Walker, same thing, right? And it's going to be rebound high at F1. So we have 31 and 26. So Dave Robish will come down with that rebound. So Robish on the defensive boards. And it's going to be Jamal Wilkes. And Gus Williams, defensive card read, 35. And that's a foul on Gus Williams. That's his first. And so it'll remain Laker ball. B2 or G1. I don't have any Bs. So Charlie Scott. That screwed me up for the longest time. So Fred Brown, downtown Freddie Brown, 13. Shot is up and no good by Charlie Scott. All right, so we've hit the 6-minute mark. And a rebound high on the defense. So that's got to be Webster. So Webster with the defensive rebound. G2, Williams and Abdul-Jabbar. So we change the steal to a basket. All right, so off the defensive card of Jabbar. And 0-3 is a turnover and a steal. But a steal is a 2-point basket. So Williams puts this up, and Williams puts that in. And it's back to an 8-point lead. Not good. Not good at all. Choice. Well, last time I went to Jamal Wilkes, and it worked out. Let's go back to Jamal Wilkes. 21 to 41? No. 54, I missed. Jamal Wilkes with the miss this time. High at G1 or G2. So we have 10, 12, 11, 12. And the home's getting 5. So the 17 will go to Gus Williams. Gus Williams with a defensive rebound. F1, Wally Walker, but he's got the plus here. That could be something crazy for Wally Walker. Let's go, Willie Walker, 70. Turns it over. Wally Walker turns it over. Is it going to be a steal? No, it's not going to be a steal. He's just going to pass it out of bounds. Let's check the plus here. Any B or higher player in the visiting team sits out the remainder of the game. Well, I don't have any B players, so I'm just going to ignore that, right? That's what I'm going to do. All right, Walker passes it out of bounds. LA ball. The high, Kareem and Williams. 66. Fouled while shooting by Williams, and it doesn't go in. And for Williams, that's his second. So Kareem will shoot 2. 15 is good. 99 is no good. So Kareem will hit 1 out of the 2. Rebound on the free throw, high on defense, so that'll be Webster. Webster will pick up that defensive rebound. Gus Williams and Hudson. Defensive card, 96. Fouled while shooting by Hudson. That's his third. And we've already given him the reprieve, so Hudson will pick up the foul. And the shot, 69, Giggity does not go in. So Hudson, that's his fourth. No, his third. Just his third. Okay, never mind. It's his third. Oh, he's already had a third. Oh, I backed it off, I think. I don't know. So Hudson gets a foul. It says it's his third. I thought it was more than that. Maybe I rolled again. I don't remember. So he's going to get 2 free throws, right? He's fouled while shooting, right? First one, 30 is good. 54 is good as well. Gus Williams nails them both. 46-37 now. High 2. 1, 2. Hudson and Williams. Hudson and Williams. 8. Up and good. Hudson puts that in, so Hudson will hit the shot. And the assist will go to Charlie Scott. All right, so now it's going to be Seattle ball here. About a little over 5 minutes to play. B1 or G2, so it's going to be Gus Williams and Lou Hudson. 36. Miss. Gus Williams with a miss. On the rebound, defensive F1. Robish will come down with a rebound. Lakers trying to cut it back to 5. G2, Lou Hudson and Wally Walker. Lou Hudson with a 3. No good. I mean, a 3-point shot. A 2-point shot. I rolled the 3, and he missed it. And the high at F1 on the rebound. So we have 28 and 21. And Dave Robish. I had Robish on the channel the other day. He did pretty good on those rebounds. All righty. So LA gets the ball back on the offensive boards. And it's going to be Robish and Webster. And 11, and that's going to be a turnover. And no steal, so just Robish is going to turn this one over. And it's going to go back here to Seattle ball. 5 minutes to play. Got my clock right on schedule here. As JAA comes by. Thanks for coming by. Let's go Seattle. Yeah, they're hanging on here. I'm just going to play the first half, and then I'm going to go watch the game tonight. Imagine me watching basketball. Yep. That's what Bankshot's done. It's really got me into basketball. All right, so Robish has a turnover. And so it's going to be Seattle ball. High 2, 1, 2, 2. Freddie Brown, downtown Freddie Brown. Can Freddie Brown come through? What can Brown do for you? Puts it up. Good, Freddie Brown. Drops that in. That'll give him 2 points. And assisted by Gus Williams. Very nice for Freddie Brown. Over here, Hudson. Hudson against Johnson. 1. Fouled while shooting by John Johnson. And that's his first. So John Johnson will get a foul here. And the shot went in, actually. So Hudson actually hits the shot. And he'll get 1. So Hudson will go to the free throw line. A 19 is good. He drops that in very nicely. And now it's a 6-point game. F1. Walker. And Robish. Come on, Willy Wonka. 0. And he is fouled by Robish. So Robish gets a foul. And that's over the line. So he's going to shoot 2. So Wally Walker's going to shoot 2 here. Right? And the first one of 8 is good, and 78 is no good. So Wally Walker will make 1 out of 2. And now we have a loose ball here. And Hyatt center. So we have 40 and 45, and he gets 10. So Jabbar comes down with a defensive rebound. He's going to send it over to G1. So Charlie Scott and Freddie Brown. 4, and Freddie Brown's going to foul. It's kind of getting a little bit much here with all the fouls. B2. I don't have a B2. I have a G1. So Scott and Brown again. 48. No good. So Charlie Scott will miss the shot. And now we got 4 minutes to play. This is a much faster quarter, actually. Hyatt F1 and F2. And the home gets 5. So we have 26. And no, Robish comes down with the offensive boards. LA now trying to cut this back to a 5-point game. Robish and Wally Walker. 71. No good. Robish can't hit the shot. A key miss here in the second quarter. Rebound. Defense F1. Wally Walker comes down with a defensive rebound. And they want to start a fast break. Sends it up, and Wally takes the shot himself, and it's no good. So Wally Walker misses the 2 on the rebound. High on defense. So it's going to be Kareem. And now he's going to slide it over to Robish. Going against Johnson. 10. Good. Basket is good. So Robish drops that in, and it's a 5-point game. Assist going to Jamal Wilkes. Now I'm in the groove. It's just all these fouls, kind of very frustrating. Wally Walker and Robish. Wally Walker, a 22. Ooh, Wally Walker, as we hit the 3-minute mark, makes a beauty of a pass to Marvin Webster, who drops that in. And Wally Walker gets the assist. But now we have a question mark on the defender. Hold the phone. I forgot these. I still owe 2 more on these. I always forget that. So I get 2 more automatic baskets coming. I owe 2 more. You guys didn't remind me about that. Losing team calls a timeout. and choose the high for the next 5 possessions. Oh, boy. So timeout by the Lakers. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So I need to put a couple of cards back, because when you call timeout, you put cards back. Okay, so 2 cards back. And it's going to be Laker ball, and it says team's highest B rater. Okay, Kareem's going to get the next 5 possessions, if I can remember. If I can remember. Oh, man. There's still basketball on the channel. Yeah, I had some payoff pitch on here the other day. I played some APA, too. I think I pulled out 1915 APA. You missed the 1915. The Brooklyn Tip-Tops were on the channel the other day. Yep. So I did have some baseball on here. I need to get some hockey going. I can't wait for the new seasons for hockey. I am going to pick them up, just so I can have, Florida and Marchand, and I can beat the Maple Leafs, I hope. So we got a timeout here. So Kareem's going to take the next 5 possessions. I still got to flip the card, though. So Kareem, and we're going to say he's going to go up against Webster here. So the Kareem card is going to be fouled by Webster. And that's his 3rd. So we're going to give Webster a reprieve. So I got to mark down the Webster. Again, we're trying this. This is something new we're trying. Is that on the 3rd foul of the first half, we're trying to re-roll. So let's re-roll. 41, and that's a basket. And the assists will go to, is there a high 2 greater than 19? No, so Jabbar just going to put that in for 2. Now I owe some baskets here, so G2. So Gus Williams is going to put in 2 automatically because I owe them that. And now Jabbar, and I'm just going to have Webster go here off the defensive card of 65, and that is missed. So Kareem will miss. Offensive rebound, or just rebound. Defense F1, so Walker comes down with a rebound. And Webster's going to put this in, and that's going to erase this card. So now I got there 3 possessions in a row with a basket, which I forgot to do the last 2. So what I'm doing is I'm getting caught up on that. All right, so that's good. So it's going to be ball. I ignore that. I'm just going right back to Kareem. So that's possession, 3 now. And 8 is missed. So Kareem will miss it again. He's the highest, right? So on the rebound, Lou Hudson's going to get the rebound. Ball's going to stay with Kareem as I hit the 2-minute mark. So no matter what this says, I stay with Kareem. Defender card 19. Good. That's a basket. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hits the 2. Makes it a 7-point game. Assist going to Jamal Wilkes. Alrighty. F2. John Johnson and Jamal Wilkes. 75. Missed. So Double J misses. Rebound. Lou Hudson with a defensive rebound. It's going right to Kareem again, and this is number 4 against Wally Walker. 43 is good. Kareem puts that in, trying to bring the team back, and assist goes to Charlie Scott. And now it's going to be the high over here, Gus Williams and Jabbar. 70. Miss. Gus Williams is going to miss. Big rebound here as we got a minute to go. Big rebound here. Offensive center, Marvin Webster comes down with the offensive rebound. He's going to hang on to it. Go up against Robish. 62. No good. Webster will miss it. Rebound. Offense F1. Walker gets it and lays it in. Wally Walker with the offensive rebound and lays that in. And that's a big basket here. F2, Jamal. Oh, no, it's one more time for Kareem. And then that's done, I believe. That's the 5th one. So Kareem again. Defensive roll, 12. Good. Kareem hits it right again. So he's getting hot right at the right time. Wilkes will get that assist. Last couple of cards here in a 5-point game. Marvin Webster. 07. And he will hit for 2. And that assist will go to Wally Walker, and that will actually end the period as I got my 0 card here, and that'll do it. So at the buzzer, he hits, and that'll do it here. That was pretty quick here, just a little after 8. Good time to go check out the game. So thanks for coming by, everyone. We get some basketball here on the channel. This is actually Game 3, deciding game between LA and Seattle from 77-78. And that'll do it. Yeah, so the end of the quarter here. 59-52. Seattle in the lead. Having some fun with this. Hope you are too. So I'm going to go check out some of the game. I might come back here. I don't know if I'll stream or not, but I might come back a little bit later on and try to pick things up and see if I can get through the third quarter. If we have a good fourth quarter, maybe I'll come back late tonight. But I have a funny feeling the game's going to run late. So unless it's a blowout, I plan on watching it so I can learn some basketball. So anyway, I'm Dave from Studio B. I want to thank you all for coming by, playing some Bankshot Basketball, some of the new seasons I got. And we shall talk to you later.